I like this corporately acceptable guitar riff we've got going on here. This is the kind of stuff that you expect to see in like a commercial or like a kids made for TV movie where there's a rock band on stage. Oh, they're shredding! Listen to that guitar! I'm guessing it's library music or it's, music from the movie, I don't know. This is Balls of Fury. I haven't said that yet. This came out in 2007. It was based on a movie that came out in 2007 called Balls of Fury, which was not a success as I remember it. I always kind of saw it as a knockoff of Dodgeball, which was a much better film. I never did see Balls of Fury, but I remember reading the reviews of it, and it was not positive. So yeah, that movie came out in August. I think this game came out in September of that year, so it was 2007. To give you the age of this game, the sticker on the front, I say the sticker, that might even be the box art, says own the movie on DVD and HD DVD. So there you go. So the game developed by Black Lantern Studios, who were a Missouri-based development studio. Over here, published by Zoo Digital. I'm going to double check the options. I will admit to not... Oh, let's crank the music up. Or I might fear that this licensed music is going to come from a library, and therefore we'll get a copyright claim on my YouTube channel again. Anyway, let's jump in. But it's essentially, the movie was a ping pong related kind of comedy. Before we go any further, I will say these character models are wonderful. So yeah, the movie had Christopher Walken in it, believe it or not.
Let's settle this once and for all.
I'm going to play as Christopher Walken, and I want to play against somebody else. So before we go any further, I will say that back in the day, there was a Broken Pixels episode of this, which I'll link in the description, because I don't want to crank that down. Yeah, I don't want to pretend that I haven't seen that. It's, one of my favourite episodes of that particular show. It was an old one-up video show. Yeah, but I couldn't resist, especially seeing how cheap this game was. I couldn't resist actually getting my hands on it and playing it. It came out for the Wii, came out for the DS, and that was the only platforms it came out for. You'll begin to see why, because it is very kind of motion control related. The game, to me, kind of looks and feels like a knockoff of lob, smash, spin, left, right. What are the D-pads for? Oh my god. Table tennis, Rockstar's game, which was much better. Again, I don't know that I need a table tennis video game. Okay, so far the motion controls seem super delayed. This isn't one-to-one for sure. It's not using the Motion Plus in my Wii remote. Am I just waiting too long? Oh. Yes! Maybe I shouldn't have cranked it down to easy. This is going to be too easy now. Oh. Yeah, so you just kind of... Oh, I've got a power move. That didn't go well. Was that supposed to be a power move? Did I press the wrong button? Well, this is... This is disappointingly tame. So I'm not even moving that bat. I'm holding my hand dead still, so it's really only using the left and right inputs, I think. And even then, like I just swung left then and it just went straight. Ah! That's what you're supposed to be up and down for, isn't it? Ah! I forgot about that. Whoa! This is the most placid table tennis game I think I've ever played. I'm going to have to crank up the difficulty because this is borderline pointless. I was literally just shaking the Wii remote at this point, and it just seems to be playing itself. Okay, good rallies though. I've never got rallies like this in real life. Terrible at table tennis. Power move! That ball was stationary in the air. I think Feng has some sort of ability to... Look! The ball will hover. I can't lose the match now. Lose all my reputation. Playing sports games badly. I think calling this a sports game is probably a bit optimistic. That bat didn't even hit the ball. What? Why would you ever use a... Oh my god. A power-up that sends it off the table. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with the movie, because it wasn't... Like, Dodgeball, I've seen a number of times. It's not the world's greatest movie in the world, but it's perfectly acceptable. It's funny, I've got no problem with that film. But this just seemed like because Blades of Glory had that same sort of feel to it. And Blades of Glory is okay by me, but it had all these kind of high concept comedies of there's sport involved, or Semi-Pro. That's another one of it's a comedy, but there's a sport wrapped around it. This one felt like the weak link of the bunch. But again, I never saw it. I don't think I ever would see it. It's never appealed to me, especially when you see the reviews. And this game's not really getting the comedy over. I see the problem with making a game out of a comedy sports movie is that the comedy part is kind of missing from the game. Unless the story mode is just full of wicked one-liners, I don't know. I don't understand the point of that power-up. Only in multiplayer would that be important. And even then, you don't really control where the bat goes, so... Yeah, take that! I do like his arm, but without any context for the film, the fact we've got a guy dressed like a sumo wrestler and a guy dressed like a medieval knight, it's pretty damn good. A win! Oh, they've gone drop D now. Someone's going to prove me wrong and say that's not drop D. It's drop C sharp. Alright, let's see the story mode. Let's go normal, because easy was easy. Is the guy's name really Randy Daytona? Wait, he's a kid? Wow, I like the fact they didn't even get video footage. They just took the... Is this the text out of the style guide? Manslaughter. Beautiful. Oh, okay. So does he lose as a child and then he has to get better? Come back as an older Randy Daytona? I'm not going to sing the Daytona song. I'm not going to sing the Daytona song. I promise. Well, what's unfortunate about this is it's exactly the same location. Alright. I'm going to try spin. I haven't tried spin yet. That worked! Bollocks. What? Wait, what did I just do? Randy died that day. So this just seems like all of the jokes in the film played out in real basic text. What's to go underground at a secret underground ping pong tournament? What the hell is this film? Maybe I do need to go and watch this. I like the loading music because it kind of reminds me of Shaq Fu. And anything that reminds me of Shaq Fu is alright by me. Oh, come on, keep loading. Is it depressing that this is the most use my Wii U has had in a long time, me playing Ready Steady Cook and Balls of Fury? Poor Wii U. Console with so few games, I'm resorting to playing just licensed games on it. And that's literally the only reason I haven't gotten rid of it already. Ah! This does feel like Wii Tennis in some ways, or Wii Sports Tennis, because at some point you've got about as much control over the ball. It's just got less charm. It's also much less broken than I thought it was going to be, or much less broken than I remember it being. Like in some weird way, this seems functional. It's not competent or good, you know. I'm not having a lot of fun, put it that way, but for table tennis on the Wii, it could be a hell of a lot worse. It just begs the question, though, if you can get tennis in Wii Sports as one of 6 sports in that game, why would you buy a game dedicated to table tennis? It's the problem with all Wii games at some point, is that they did Wii Sports so well. Why would you buy a dedicated sport game unless it was, you know, markedly more complex? Like, I could see you buying Tiger Woods for the Wii, possibly, because the golf in Wii Sports is basic. But yeah, I don't know, because I don't see you playing hours of this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody did. Who am I to judge? I've played some wonderful games in my time, mainly during the achievement hunting season when I was playing Night at the Museum 2 and several other licensed games I'm going to have to go and rebuy. Why didn't my power move work? And why is my power move terrible? I sure hope I don't have to win 3 rounds. I don't... The power moves, is that a part of the movie or is that just a gameplay kind of quirk? I can't imagine there's magic in the movie. That seems more elaborate than I would expect from a ping pong comedy. I'm kind of speechless. I don't know what to say about this. There's not a lot to it. I don't feel like I'm doing a whole lot here. I think the replays, if anything, are making the game look more broken than it is. Because when you're playing, you don't notice the ball kind of clipping through people. You don't notice the ball not actually hitting the bat. When you look at the replay, all of those kind of ugly assets look worse. Yeah, the power moves seem random. Yes. How many rounds were you playing? Tastes good. We must play until one person dies. Even on normal, this is not particularly challenging. Let's watch another break and replay. That one looks okay. Alright. I wonder what the DS version of this is like. If you're like pressing the touch screen in order to hit the bat, or hit the ball with the bat. Oh, that's not gone well. I'm the world's greatest ping pong player. What the hell just happened there? That was a different power move. Oh god. Pressed too many buttons. This isn't just practice, right? I'm just... It's not expecting me to just quit out when I'm done. Why are we 8-4? Okay, so the power move has to be initiated before you actually make the swing with the Wii remote. So if I do that... That didn't work either. I don't really understand how the spin works in this. There's not a very good visual cue as to what's going to happen. Other than the power meter in the top left saying that you were about to... I don't know what happened to that ball. Did it hit the net? It just seemed to veer off. Okay, so you hold B, and then... Is it based on which way I've tilted the Wii remote? And it just seems to go right every single time. Match point! Tastes good! What is that bit of dialogue? Again, without any of the comedy context for the film, comedy in quotes, none of these quotes make any sense. I'm kind of disappointed I haven't heard the one infamous Broken Pixels "Have your grandma bring the car around" line. That's really the only reason I bought this. The only reason I destroyed my Amazon account by buying this thing. Have we seen enough of Balls of Fury yet? And how many times have I accidentally called it Balls of Steel or some other name? 7 minutes, man. That felt a lot longer. It's going to show me more text, because if it's going to show me more text, I'll hang around. He then does an offensive victory dance. Don't show me what the offensive dance was. Again, this is, like, doing the story of the movie is totally pointless. Because the point of the movie is the comedy, surely, not the actual plot. That's like somebody explaining the plot of Dodgeball to you without giving you any of the jokes. I'm furious. We need to stop. I can't play any more Balls of Fury. Not enough context. That's the problem with this game. Everything else is perfectly fine. Alright, that's Balls of Fury for the Wii. I wouldn't recommend it. I hate to surprise you like that, but... Oh god, don't make me play any more of this. Yes, quit. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of does what it says in the tin, but the whole the story mode is kind of pointless. You can play multiplayer, which seems like a way you could go. And what's in the trophy room? I'm guessing nothing. Again, no video clips of the film, no still shots and text is what you're going to get. So, yeah, that's Balls of Fury. I'm going to have to try and find a way to get this out of my possession now, which is always fun. It's not something you want on your eBay account. I owned Balls of Fury once.